cannot imagine life without it. Water for planting, producing, cleaning, nurturing. Water to drink. Water for life. The cycle of water is the cycle of life for every living thing. Brazil can consider itself to be a privileged country. It has almost 14% of all the fresh water in the world. Immense natural wealth that must be preserved for the people of today and future generations. To ensure good care is taken with this precious national heritage, in 2001, WWF-Brazil set up its Water for Life program. But WWF-Brazil is not alone in this endeavor. It can proudly count on HSBC and a partnership of over 10 years that greatly contributed towards ensuring that Brazilian waters continue to flow and contribute to the stream of life. Like the water, the partnership between WWF-Brazil and HSBC also takes place in cycles. The first was entitled Investing in Nature and benefited from an investment of $50 million from HSBC. The second, the HSBC Climate Partnership, received an investment of $100 million from the bank and also involved Earthwatch, the Smithsonian Institute and the Climate Group. In any work involving the environment, results cannot be obtained overnight. The time frame needs to be long and the partners involved need to be reliable. WWF-Brazil and HSBC have much to commemorate in their fruitful and innovative partnership.
A parceria entre o WWF e o HSBC é uma parceria de sucesso que já dura mais de 10 anos e no Brasil trazendo resultados importantíssimos para a conservação e gestão de água, inclusive investindo numa iniciativa em âmbito nacional quando ninguém fazia esse tipo de coisas.
O nosso apoio a programas científicos como esses possibilitam a inovação, a transformação, a colaboração com as necessidades que o mundo científico vem enfrentando frente aos seus desafios socioambientais. E principalmente para o HSBC como empresa, eu diria que o maior benefício é o real engajamento dos nossos colaboradores.
10 years of hard work and achievement. With the support of HSBC and other partners, the program has many success stories to report. One of the most resounding achievements of the Water for Life program has been in the São João River Basin, in the state of Rio de Janeiro. 10 years ago, the huge lake there was highly endangered by the discharge of raw sewage, by deforestation and general neglect. Through the intermediation of the Water for Life program, the São João Lakes Environmental Consortium helped the local communities in their bid to recuperate the region. A complex sewage treatment system was installed and the channel linking the lake to the sea widened, helping the lake ecosystem to recover.
Essa aberta no canal aí, isso aqui melhorou uns 80%. A lagoa estava podre, sabe o que é podre? Melhorou.
Today, 70% of the sewage in the São João River Basin is properly treated, well above the national average figure of 40%. The case has become renowned for its success in Brazil and beyond. Another national example of success in these 10 years of partnership comes from the northern state of Acre, where the Water for Life program was intensely engaged in the elaboration of the state's water resource plan, the first of its kind in the entire Amazon region. The highlight of the process has been the extensive participation of local populations. And to call the attention of Brazilian people to the importance of those locations where waters spring from, the Brazilian Springs Initiative was created. In Reserva do Cabaçal, an area where many of the waters that flow into the Pantanal originate, once again it is the local community itself, with support from WWF-Brazil and its partners, that has been carrying out the work for recuperating springs and combating erosion.
A gente tem muitas experiências, através dos projetos piloto, nós implementamos no campo com os nossos parceiros. Esses projetos são legados dessas experiências que hoje muitas instituições elas se baseiam nessas experiências. Isso gera um efeito multiplicador que é fantástico.
From activities in the field to policy advocacy, with the support of HSBC, WWF-Brazil has been able to help shape public policies directed at protecting Brazil's water resources. One great success in this area was the launching of the Brazilian National Water Resource Plan, the first of its kind in Latin America. A giant panda floats across the skies of Brazil. A huge bucket takes the people of Rio by surprise. Beside Brazil's biggest waterfalls, a huge domestic water filter appears. An itinerant exhibition travels over 10,000 kilometers on the roads of all 5 Brazilian macro regions. The Water for Life's program's campaigns have reached out to remind Brazilian people the water is not an inexhaustible resource, and to offer them a hopeful vision of a better world. Every year since 2009, on the night of the last Saturday in March, Brazil has been plunged into darkness as part of the global effort to counter climate change. In 2012, the Earth Hour event, run by WWF, mobilized over 1 billion people around the world. In Brazil, HSBC has participated in the event every year since its inception, and in 2010 and 2011, it was the official sponsor, switching off the lights of its buildings and calling on clients and employees to engage in sending out what is the world's greatest warning about global warming. Water is life. That idea has inspired the Water for Life program over the last 10 years. With the support of its partners and other WWF-Brazil programs, Water for Life has been able to achieve very significant results. Environmental practices applied in 79,000 square kilometers of river basin. 70% of the sewage treated in the São João River Basin in Rio de Janeiro. 17 million people mobilized through the actions of the water and climate campaigns, influencing the development of Brazilian water policy. Our work, like the rivers, flows on, further and further. In June 2012, a third cycle of the WWF-Brasil HSBC partnership began the HSBC Water Program. It is part of a global project to be unfolded in the world's 5 greatest river basins, where over 1 billion people live. In Brazil, activities will be focused on the Pantanal, the world's largest wetland. WWF-Brazil and HSBC have a new perspective on water. They see it not merely as an economic asset to be exploited, or as a manifestation of natural beauty to be contemplated, but rather they feel that water must be for everyone, forever.